Okay, final part 3. If you stuck with me this long, man, you are a glutton for punishment. Yeah, I got cut off at the end of part 2. That was kind of rude. No, my phone actually overheated, so yeah, it's that hot. It's that hot. Anyway, this will be shorter, I promise, because I'm getting burned out. Said everything pretty much I needed to say. My brain's pretty much fried now. But I had to mention this, the memes. And then Will just sent me one, so this is very, very appropriate. The White House memes, the true social media garbage, all of the garbage, the posted garbage, right? That we're all accustomed to seeing, and either because they just shove it down our throats, or somebody sends it out, or emails it to you, or texts it to you, or whatever else, right? Alright. This is what these morons did because they don't know anything about history. They don't investigate, they don't research, and apparently they don't care if they look like complete and total fools. Alright, so the first one was from the movie The Darkest Hour, which I've seen the movie. It's a very good movie with Gary Oldman plays Winston Churchill. Apparently they post a scene from that movie and a meme or whatever, a video, where Winston Churchill is calling Hitler the tiger, basically saying you don't put your head in a tiger's mouth or whatever. Well, it's from the Department of Education, I guess the meme was put out. And the way they put it out, though, because they're so smart, especially the Department of Education, ha ha ha, Linda McMahon, right? Anyway, this is what these morons did. The way they put it out, whereas it actually showed Trump being Hitler. Yes, I'm not joking. Look it up for yourself. Midas Touch did a very excellent review on it, and so did Aaron Parnas. Yes, they were actually calling the White House the dumpster regime. They were actually calling Trump Hitler in their meme. And now, because they're so smart, they don't investigate, they don't research, and because the dumpster's so mad at Canada, you know, he's got to try to insult Canada, make Canada look weak, and all this other garbage. So he's like, oh, the bald eagle attacks a Canada goose, and then they show that part of the video where it looks like the bald eagle has sunk his talons into the Canada goose and about to drown the poor goose or kill the goose or whatever. But if you play the whole video, you find out that the Canada goose actually isn't that weak. And he fends off the bald eagle to the point where not only does he live, but he basically makes the bald eagle retreat. Of course, they didn't show that part of the video. They probably didn't even know about that part of the video. That's how stupid these people are. That's how dumb these people are. That some people put on a pedestal and worship, whether they're a politician, an athlete, a celebrity, a fallen angel, whatever they are, you know. And people put them up on pedestals like, you know, they're some kind of they're basically like they're some kind of a god. They practically worship these people, right? But yeah, no, nobody wants to say anything, and nobody wants to admit to anything, and I don't know if they took it down or not. But it's just mind-boggling. I mean, I'm not that smart, okay? Really, honestly. I mean, I'm not that highly educated. I've got a high school education, some college, quite a bit of training for the military, law enforcement. You know, been through academies and lots of different types of training. You know, online training, hands-on training, stuff like that. You know, vocational school, tech school, stuff like that. But these people supposedly went to Yale, Harvard, you know, Fordham or wherever else, you know, highest education in the land. And they're dumb as a box of rocks, man. And people actually, they worship these people. They literally worship them. They put them up on pedestals. And I'm just blown away. I'm just blown away by the just ignorance and stupidity, you know. So anyway, like I said, this is going to be shorter. And, you know, the arrogance, too. I mean, it's one thing to be stupid, but then to be stupidly arrogant you know. That's just a whole new world right there, right? That's a whole other universe right there, right? Okay? So, apparently this other meme is put up where the dumpster's calling himself the greatest president of all time. So he's got like this listing, you know, these categories of great, near great, you know, somewhat great or average or whatever, and then total failures, right? You can guess who the total failures are. But anyway, he has himself as the greatest president of all time, and Lincoln is second below him. And I think Washington was third, something like that. I don't know. I didn't really look at it that well. I just noticed he's the greatest, according to him, then Lincoln. So this guy, this thing, this entity, thinks he's the greatest thing of all time. The greatest president of all time. I mean, modern day Nebuchadnezzar, anyone? I mean, wow. Just wow. I know other people think he's this and that and everything. I'm not going to get into all that. But just the fact that this is constantly happening in our society, in our country. I just think back to my childhood. Like I said, my educational level's not that high. I was educated all over the United States, different schools, private schools, public schools, whatever else. But I just think back to my childhood where things were much simpler, you know, and just, I'm just thinking back where, you know, even the basic tenets of the faith. I was raised Baptist, it's mostly Southern Baptist, and then Independent Fundamental Baptist for a while, you know, and then, you know, and I went to Baptist church for a while, then went to Assemblies of God, and non-denominational community type churches, whatnot. So I really don't have a denomination now. I don't claim any kind of denomination, but I've kind of had experience with quite a few, even Word of Faith, you know. So I've had experience with quite a few different denominations, right? But I always understood the basic tenets of the faith, all right? Where nowadays, people just want to confuse that. And they don't even want to get back to the basics of life. Remember that old song from the group For Him? We need to get back to the basics of life. Check out that song if you've never heard it. The lyrics, the basics of life, you know? Like I said before, the BIBLE, basic instructions before leaving Earth, you know, Bible 101, whatever, you know? People don't even understand the basic tenets of the faith. At Ignited Church, they do this declaration in the mornings, Sunday morning service, where it's like an Apostles' Creed, where they basically declare and they how do I say it? Not necessarily announce. They just simply state out loud the basic tenets of the Christian faith. You know, that apparently a lot of people don't even understand now, because they've allowed themselves to be so deceived and confused by all the prophesying and the cults and this mandate and that mandate and this movement and that movement, and they're all bowel movements, you know, and this fake revival and that fake revival, and on and on and on it goes, you know. So they don't even know what they believe anymore, and they don't even know what if they were raised in the Christian faith, they were raised in a Christian household or in a church or whatever else. They've even dismissed all of that, where it just goes back to the basics of Sunday school, man. Just the basics. And people, they don't even get that anymore. They want to complicate everything. They want to make everything so difficult. It's like KISS, keep it simple, stupid kind of thing, right? And that's what people need to do, I think. And they wouldn't be so confused, and they wouldn't be so, I don't know, on edge all the time about, you know, oh, we're getting raptured out of here, are we leaving today, are we leaving tomorrow, are we leaving next month, is it going to be this Feast of Trumpets, this Feast of Tabernacles, is it going to be this year, and just live life. Serve the Lord, you know, serve others, help people out when you can, be a good example, be a good husband, be a good wife, be a good mom, be a good dad, good son, good daughter, you know, I mean, whatever hats people wear in life, you know, grandparent, whatever it is, you know, and just do that. Just serve God, serve others, and just stop with the stupidity. And if you're one of those propheliers, I know you're not going to listen to this. You never got past part one, you know. As soon as your panties got in a bunch when I insulted you, you took your ball and went home. You know, so I know nobody's going to listen to this that really needs to listen to this. You know, people might listen to it who want to be entertained, or, you know, so they can come back at me or whatever else. But people that really need to hear this, they're not going to listen. They'll never even get this, most likely. I hope and pray they do, but they most likely won't. They're just going to continue prophesying because ka-ching, 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 that brings in the dough, man. So, like Maurice Braxton says, evangelism for God, Maurice Braxton says, you never have to work a real job. You never have to put on some work boots. You never have to put on some overalls, some camis, you know, some jeans, you know, other than go out in. You never have to swing a hammer. You never have to do anything. Lift furniture. I don't know, whatever. You know, you never have to do a real job. Just sit behind the computer and prophesy all the way to hell. That's what you're doing. You're prophesying yourself all the way to hell, as well as many, many people who are listening to you. And that's a very, very sad way to go. It's a sad life. It's a weak, sad, and pathetic life. And I definitely wouldn't want to have it. So, anyway, that's it. Part 3, over and out. I'm done. Said everything I needed to say. I think I insulted and offended just about everybody I could possibly insult or offend. Which truly isn't my intention, believe it or not. I just got to get this stuff off my heart, man. I just got to get it. That's like fire in the bones, man. I haven't said hardly anything for the longest time. And now I had to say it. After everything I've been seeing and witnessing and observing and all this stupidity, I just had to say something. So that's it. Part 3, over and done with. Y'all have a great and blessed night. God bless each and every one of you and your families. And I'm not mad. I mean, it may seem like it. So, like you're mad, you're off your rocker, you lost your mind. No, man. I'm just tired. Just tired of all this. I'm just fed up with it. So hopefully you got something out of this. If not, thank you for listening if you did. And if you didn't, yeah, maybe one day when you're bored or you need something to laugh at or someone to mock or whatever, you can turn this on. All right, take care. Have a good one. Bye.